welcome everyone to the after party, I suppose, of what happened yesterday. I've got a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, and I was gonna do it at the beginning of the stream tonight, but I called in from my terrible job because I hate it, and would rather not make money. So let's talk about it now. I've got several things I would like to address that I have learned and experienced in the past 2 days. Well, mostly just yesterday. So, this all started as just a joke, of course. Like, I didn't expect to go all in on it at first. In fact, it wasn't even my first idea. My first idea was NFTs, because that's all the rage these days, to both want and hate, depending on which side of the NFT you're on. I was going to make a page where, like, all the mascots would be NFTs, and you could go, like, spend Zeta coins on them, because Zeta coins are clearly a cryptocurrency, right? So, that was gonna be the original joke, and I was thinking of, like, tying it into the overlay so that if you bought an NFT, you could, like, just have that as a profile picture or whatever, an avatar, like, whenever you guessed them correctly. And also I was gonna make it so that whenever you bought one, anyone else could just immediately buy it for a slightly higher price and it would just keep going up. The two problems with this is that only my regulars that come to my streams would have been able to partake in it at all, and NFTs are already such a sore subject, like, way before I would have even had the chance to do it. So I had to look for another idea. And the idea that my brain settled on was shorts, because YouTube Shorts are, like, the biggest thing on YouTube itself. So I was like, okay, what if I just do a Let's Play in Shorts format and, like, cut it into minutes? And that was the whole idea at first. At first, that was all I did. I spent... The way I did it was I took the speedrun timer that everybody uses. You see it in every speedrun. And I set it for, like, 58 seconds as my personal best for nothing, so that I knew when the minute was coming up and had a couple seconds to react if I went over. And then I recorded it all at once, and every time I went to the minute, I would end a video, basically, and take a couple seconds to reset the timer and then keep going. And it worked great. Except that one video where I wasn't paying attention to it and didn't even tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, really, dude? Anyway... So that was all I did at first. I wasn't expecting to go all in, but once I had edited the videos, I was like, okay, I need to do something with the space, and I made that, like, top and bottom bar, and then I was like, well, if I'm going to this effort, I need to make the thumbnails too, and if I'm going to bother making thumbnails, I have to do everything right. I've got to do absolutely everything right. I gotta have my face plastered on all of them, I've gotta have my mouth open, I've gotta have at least one arrow pointing to something somewhere. That turned out to be the hardest thing to do, because there's no real easy way to do that in Photoshop, apparently. I miss the days of Camtasia Studio, because that was, like, just built in. All sorts of arrows. Do you remember Tales of Fantasia? That one episode with the million arrows pointing to the sign I wasn't reading? One of my favorite points in my history. Anyway. Doing everything right was an afterthought, and in fact, the naming scheme of the videos. The day I was uploading them, I was like, I'm gonna go research other channels, right? And see how they name their stuff. Do I want to go with Niji Sanji's weird curly bracket things? Do I want to go with, like, the upwards, like, straight line thing, whatever that's called, to separate my stuff? And I decided on to just do what I was already doing, because a lot of channels were doing that, but they do it backwards. Instead of having the name of the game and then your thought on it, everybody has a thought on the game and then the name of the game afterwards, and sometimes the part after that. So I was like, sure, we'll do that too. And it worked. Like, the face thumbnails, the game backgrounds, that was an afterthought too. When I was making, like, I made 4 of the thumbnails, and then I was like, okay, I don't want it to just be a black background though. So I went back into the videos I had already recorded, chose my favorite, like, moment in them, just screenshot it, and then scaled it up to, like, get the health bar out of the left side. That's why they're all scaled in, kinda. And I just plastered that in there. Some of them did not look as good as they do in thumbnail form. There was a little bit of weird compression and stuff in the video files, but it worked out. And it worked out better than I could have possibly imagined, because I got more more views on just one of those than I do in a normal week of regular videos. The algorithm actually stopped by and said hi! I couldn't believe it! Like, at this point of recording this, there are now six of these 27 videos that have over 1,000 views. I haven't gotten views like that in years with my normal shit. The algorithm actually stopped by and said hi. It's crazy. And for some reason, the global warming one, I haven't been able to see this no matter how I viewed it, but the Talk About Global Warming Part 9 has a global warming like pop-up that YouTube added to it in case it was fake news, and is also the second highest of all of the videos for some reason. Actually no, it's taken the first place just by like 6 views. So apparently you just need to have some controversial shit in your videos and you're good to go. I don't know why, but until those last 6 views, the most popular was part 6, Slip and Slide. And I have to assume it was because of my face on that part, because that is my favorite face of all time. And it wasn't just somebody watching the same video over and over again, because I got higher likes on those videos too by an astronomical amount. Most of them have around 15 to 20 likes, sometimes a little more. But on Slip and Slide, I have like 104, and on Global Warming, where is it? Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. I have 78 on that one. So they didn't like that as much as Slip and Slide, but there was more activity in the comments, so maybe that makes up for it. And the thing is, I don't know what part of this worked so well, but it worked well enough that I got enough subscribers to finally pass the 10.5 thousand, or I landed on 10.5k on my channel. I've been on 10.4k, and so has Frank-O-Matic, for like years! And finally it says 10.5k for the first time ever, because of the tiny bump in subscribers that finally pushed me over. I looked at Slip and Slide's analytics, and I have gotten 9 subscribers from that one. The Global Warming one has given me 7 subscribers. The It Was All a Dream is now kinda up there, and it has given me 8 subscribers. Like, what is happening? What am I at right now? Hang on. I was at 10,505, I think, the last time I looked. I'm at 10,502? I've gained 40 subscribers from this experiment. I've gained at least 40 subscribers in the past 24 hours, and I haven't gained any, like, in years. I haven't made any progress, and suddenly I've gotten 47 in the last 28 days because of this stupid garbage. It fucking works! They're not kidding! All these algorithm chasers that do all of this stuff on the regular, it fucking works! I was literally rewarded for annoying you all for 24 hours. Rewarded handsomely compared to recent times. If I continued to do this forever, I bet that I would grow massive. If only I had the energy and cared enough. But I don't. I don't want to do this. This was exhausting. It took me 2 days to set this up. I couldn't possibly continue this way every hour for the rest of my life, even if I wanted to. Anyway, I just wanted to point out all of this stuff. We're not done though. I've got more stuff to say. Such as the fact that several people want me to keep going. Like, some people, I'm sure, just thought it was a nice little gimmick and enjoyed the ride, but I've had at least 3 or 4 comments that said it was great and wouldn't mind me doing it more often. Or that they thought it was a great idea. And apparently it is! I haven't gotten numbers like this in a while! Maybe I'll occasionally do something as a joke in a smaller amount. I don't know. Apparently I was This wasn't even meant to be an experiment at first. It was just a joke, but it worked. It unironically all worked. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the stupid face thumbnails, like everybody chases. I don't know if it was the fact that people were liking and commenting more just as part of the joke. Keep doing that just in case, please. It was probably a little bit of everything. Maybe if I actually put effort into thumbnails for the rest of my videos, which I'm not probably gonna do, and just threw my face on everything for no reason, I just get more people. But I think part of it was just that YouTube Shorts, like, automatically throws people forward into things, and I just got, like, swept up by the algorithm a couple times. Incredible. Now, there were a couple of things that did not quite go right, and I'm going to have to switch to full screen for this. I'm on my analytics screen right now. So if we look at this, this is my analytics screen, or, well, my content screen. These are the numbers, if you can even read those, if you want to read those. But here's the thing. My beautiful thumbnails show up great here. And I've been told that they show up great on the subscriptions page. But in the actual YouTube page, if you look here, they don't exist at all. And if you find them in the wild, let's just, like, look up the creepy possessed birdhead one. Well, it didn't show up here at all. When I did this on mobile, it would, like, just have this part of it, just the middle cut out, which is a shame because these thumbnails are golden. And I'm going to show you those in a minute in case you didn't get to see them, because they're golden. They're absolutely horrible, and I hate them. And they've gotten me so many views. There was one other thing that I noticed. Look at all these comments. I got so many comments by telling you guys to comment. I loved it. It was great. I love reading comments. YouTube used to email all of them to me, but that's what I wanted to actually bring up because they didn't. They didn't email almost any of these. I would get like a couple an hour at most, and then I had to go manually read the rest, and that fucking annoys me. YouTube has failed to... I wonder how many comments I've been missing over the years from just not knowing they're happening on old videos, because I like to read all of them, and YouTube is supposed to actually show me all of them, and it's not. It's just not doing that. But unfortunately, I can't just always go back and look at every video I've ever made to see if somebody's commented. But I should probably keep eye on these, like the new videos, because I do like reading everybody's comments. They're a part of what keeps me going forward. So comment! Keep commenting and liking all my videos! Please! Help me win! Help me win the algorithm game! Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. I'm not going to keep doing this, don't worry. Although some of you are probably going to be sad about that, I'm not going to keep doing a video, 1 minute video an hour, just to chase the algorithm. No matter whether it would be better for me or not, because seriously, I have made more views off of these 27 videos than I normally make in a month of normal videos, so I could make, like, if I make normally $100 a year from whatever trash the ads throw at me at this point, I could make $1,000 a year. Whoa! That's enough for nothing at all in this life. But maybe it would grow me bigger and bigger, and the algorithm would pick me up harder and harder, and I could make even more than that. Ah, the money! I need it! Anyway, no, like I was saying, I'm not gonna keep doing this. Just because it's exhausting, and I don't want to annoy the people that have already been here. This quest isn't meant to be in this format. But it was a fun experiment, and maybe we'll see it again in the future. Maybe I'll do it next April Fools. Maybe I'll do it for very short games every once in a while. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about, other than the thumbnails, which I said I was going to show you, and here we go. Where are they? Here they are. So, here we go. Starting at the top, we've got Let's Go. By the way, these pictures, they're terrible. I did it very quickly, right after a shower, on, like a week ago. And I just set up my green screen real quick. You can sort of see, like, the haze of the green screen behind my hair here. I set it up real quick, and I just took them regardless of the lighting is terrible in here. So even though my camera is amazing, I didn't bother color correcting this or anything. The only thing I fixed was this particular eyeball, because I've got a really terrible vein in my left eye when I look in that direction. So on this one picture, it was very prominent, and I kind of etched it out. That was the only edit I did, other than just taking out the background with Photoshop's amazing subject selection thing. Holy crap, it's so good. I had to do a little bit of deletion of the remaining green sometimes, but it worked out. I was gonna have a little white, like, border around me like I do the text over here, but it looked kind of crappy, so I just didn't. Everybody else does that. Like, literally everyone that puts their face on their thumbnails does that. So I was worried that that might be an algorithm thing too, but I wasn't gonna do it because it looked bad. Anyway, I made like 50 pictures, just in case. I took them all at once, and then I just selected the best one for each thumbnail. And this was absolutely the best one, because it looks like I'm getting hit by a turnip there. And here's number 2. It was pointed out that this is a PogChamp face, and it absolutely is. I didn't mean to make a PogChamp face. I was just trying to do an excited look over to the left face. Apparently you can't make one of those without it being a PogChamp. So a PogChamp it is. I also had this text on all of these, saying something about what I had copied from the video. Of course, I had to be frowning in this one. I didn't have an open mouth for this one because I hate birds. That was just a bird joke. Birds are dumb. There we are again, with the open mouth. I tried to have an open mouth in almost everything I did, because that's what they say makes people watch the videos more. And it's not a lie. It worked, apparently. There we got Luigi jumping over my head, and I'm super impressed. Whoa, look how high he jumps! This is my least favorite picture of all time. I don't think anyone in the world should like this picture. This makes me look like a fucking creep, to be honest. I want to punch myself in the face looking at this picture, so I'm gonna hang on it a little longer to make you all uncomfortable. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I did not have a better picture for this. This was the best one to slot into this space. I hate it. But this one, this is the big boy. This is the one that got me all the views. Look at this amazing face. This is the best face I've ever made in my life. I've got a double chin going on. I don't know why I have a double chin. I'm still like Metabolism Man, where I do not gain weight. I've got a belly now. It took 10 years to grow this belly, but I'm still a stick. I'm a fucking 6'3" stick. What is this double chin about? How do I even have a double chin? I don't know. But this face won me the views, man. This face is also pretty good, I think. I'm very tense. I don't like what's going on. I don't remember what I was thinking when I made this face, but, you know, it fits. I had to move a couple of these around. I think I moved this one around from somewhere else because I liked it better on this one. The idea being that I'm looking where the warp is. The warp's just past here. I'm looking over at it. That's why I chose this one. This one, absolutely. Actually, I think this was the one I switched it for because I felt like this was a better one to go on this picture. Because it looks like the guy's creeping up on my back. I don't want no spiny on my back. Get off. This is a good picture. Here's that picture again, except this was a different picture, actually. I'm looking to the left, or right on this one. It's left where you're looking, but I was looking to the right. And it was taken at the same time with my eyes just shifted, so technically a new picture, even though I still hate it! I hate this picture! All of these pictures are kind of bad with this lighting, though. And I'm starting to slightly go bald, so that's not great. It's been very slow. Like, my hairline is still where it was back in 2016, but I think it's thinner, and it's a little more noticeable. And this light does not do me any favors. I should have had better lighting, but I don't care that much, to be honest. Anyway, here's me reacting to a scary birdo. And here's me being uncomfortable around birds, because of course. I can't have a good-looking face, like a smile, if I'm around birds, you know? Oh my god, there's a secret sans shortcut?! I'm shocked! Here's one of disgust. I knew I'd need some disgust ones. This was the best one for me to be here. To have here, rather, in terms of me dying. Again, I screenshotted all of these from the actual video footage, so it was kind of already, like, I had already converted it and everything. So you can see here on this egg, there's a weird compression artifact that I don't like, but I didn't bother to fix. And here we go. This is somebody else's favorite thumbnail. I don't remember who commented that it was gold, but it's pretty good. Like, oh my god, what's that over there? It's Triclide. It's just Triclide, don't worry, we've built a wall. You are safe, Zeta. The gauntlet! Oh my god, can I do it? I don't know if I can do this, guys. This is the hardest part in the game for me. I have gone through here and gotten hit by something and, like, jumped way up back to the beginning of it so many times in my life. Is this game over? Well, it almost was. I lost all my lives on this Birdo because he's a dick. Also, there's the balding again. Like, you can see it. My bangs kind of hang over, like, the receded hairline enough that you don't normally see it, but this was a bad angle, and I think the camera was above my head, so it really makes my giant-ass balding head really prominent. I'm still sexy, baby, but not from that angle in this lighting. This picture is weird. I took this picture looking straight up. Like, I don't know why I thought to do this, but it worked out. I was looking straight up, and I had the camera I was holding it straight above me, pointing straight down. And it made this weird, like, profile that I really like. And also, I don't look balding in it, which is great. See, look, I look normal here. You can still see where the receding hairline's happening. I'm just gonna keep talking about that now, aren't I? You can see where it's happening, but it looks right in this picture, whereas in the other one with my forehead just, like, blaring in the light, it does not. Most of the time, I don't notice it, to be honest. I notice, like, my hair is thinner, but I don't notice the receding hairline yet. I'm sure I will soon. I definitely notice it in comparison to, like, 22-year-old me. But that really awesome picture of me from 2016, can I find it? Let me find it real quick. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I have a picture called Halo Jesus. Radiant Jesus, actually. Yeah, this one. Let me show you an amazing picture of me right here. Boom. Isn't that awesome? Check out that picture. It's big, hang on. I gotta make it small. Here he comes. There he comes. There he is. Look at that picture. This is the best picture of me ever taken, right? So, when I took this picture, I thought, well, not when I took this picture, but when I was taking these other pictures, I thought, you know, let me compare my hairline to this picture, and it's exactly where it was back then. You can still see, like, where the hairline goes back under the bangs, but they're just in a way that you don't see it. Like, it looks amazing. This is one of the best pictures of me ever taken. And it was, like, one of the first pictures I took with this camera. So, this hairline hasn't moved at all. It just looks bad in certain directions. This picture was just, you know, generic shock, nothing really to say. That room, though, I forgot about that bomb. I legitimately forgot it was there. I freaked out. I thought I was dead. I had to have at least one picture of me pointing at things, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. I didn't find a single one of these videos where I wanted to point at something, so I just kind of slotted it in here, because I didn't have any better pictures to put for this. Here's another shock one. Oh no, double Birdo! That looks like that's coming straight for the back of Luigi's head. Will he survive? It's really tense. He did survive. And here's another one of those... This was taken at the same time as the bees picture, I think, but just a little different. But of course, again, Birdhead can't have a happy face. And there it is, my determined face. I saved this specifically for the Wart battle. Can I do it? I'm ready. I'm ready to take him down. And I did! There's my I did it face, which is awful, but that's the best I can do. I haven't done any practice of this. This is the first time I've ever tried to do this kind of thing. And then this was supposed to be me laughing in case something funny happened. And I was going to initially use it on the cherry video that I almost died on, as, wow, this is funny that this glitch happened kind of thing. But then I was like, nah, I need the closed eyes for the dreaming screen, so it went here. And then that is the worst picture other than that other picture I've ever taken. I hate this one too. Looks like my eyes are about to pop out. And I need to figure out a better way to express, like, let's go kind of vibes, you know? And that is it. That was all of them. I took a lot more pictures, but most of them were similar to the ones I used, and not as good. So I hope most of you got to see that in your subscriptions box and thoroughly enjoy them. Those of you that didn't get to see them, now you have. I had to make sure that everybody saw these, because they were just incredible. So much effort went into this April Fool's joke, it's ridiculous. To the point where I had to make a fucking post-mortem, like, after-party video here. Incredible! This was an incredible experiment in the end, and I cannot believe that it unironically worked. I did not expect that my channel, who has been dead for eons at this point, not that I care, like, I'm not doing this to get famous, I never was. It's more of a reason to exist than anything. But I cannot believe that the algorithm immediately took notice of me within hours that I was doing something new and following all the rules, and rewarded me in droves with praise and admiration. I thought for sure I was gonna lose subscribers over this for pinging them every hour on the hour for 27 straight hours. But if I did, I gained a lot more than I lost. Ridiculous. I also expected people to get real sick of it and start, like, thumbs downing it. But my like ratio on these videos, I'm proud of you guys. My like ratio never went below, I'm checking now, my lowest one is 89%. I was on one of the last ones, too. Almost all of them are over 94 or 93%. Many of them are at 100. I'm proud of you guys. You did me a solid. You got me the big bucks, just like we needed. I probably made $5 yesterday. Maybe. Anyway, I believe that's all I had to say. I did need to address all of this, and I didn't really want to do it on stream, because that would have taken up an entire video game's worth of time. So I hope you all enjoyed this April Fool's. I hope you don't hate me if random YouTube shorts show up in the future, just as an attempt to get the algorithm senpai to notice me. But don't worry, it's not gonna be like this, except maybe on April Fool's ever again. Not 27 in a row, not every fucking hour. Just occasionally, if anything, and maybe not even then, because you know me, I'm lazy. I don't even... Like, before this, I think I had made 5 custom thumbnails ever, and the only one I remember was the DuckTales creepy one. Hang on, what was it called? The Danger, I believe. Yeah. The only one I remember is this. Just to put this back on for a second. This one right here. I made that sprite edit when I did this beautiful rendition of a corrupted song, and everybody freaked out about it and thought it was super creepy. Because it is. They deserve to think that. I'll zoom in on that in post. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And thank you for all the likes and comments and subscribes. I wonder how many of those subscribers subscribed because I told them to, though. If I had just said like and comment, would I have gotten any? Is that part of it? God! Do you have to do everything right or just some of it?